This series of Your 4x4 is proudly presented by ARB 4x4 Accessories, Piranha Off-Road Products, Carryboy 4x4 Canopies and Accessories, Berrima Diesel, Light Force Performance Lighting, Brown Davis Automotive and Kmart 4-wheel drive products.
Up and you can see it better. This is the map that you'll be given as part of your GPS notes. Who hasn't done it before? Okay. So basically, this map is based
Every year at Easter, this stunning property welcomes friends, families and 4x4 enthusiasts to participate in a unique, fun-based off-road activity. The property is a working outback station that lies just over 50 kilometres northwest of Broken Hill and spans parts of the Barrier Ranges and Mundi Plains. Both the property and the event are named after one of the area's earliest white settlers, and along with the event's major sponsor, it is titled the ARB Eldee Easter Event.
Now, okay, you don't need a GPS to do it, you can work off the map. Now, if you arrive back early, you are penalised for every minute you arrive back early. If you arrive late, you're penalised for every minute you arrive
Around
late.
7 years ago, the property owners Naomi and Stephen Schmidt asked me for ideas on how to bring more families to the region. My plan was to create a fun-based competition that would inspire and educate participants, but also encourage them to explore the outback. The annual Eldee Easter Event was born, and we have never looked back.
When you get back in the vehicle to drive it, please put your
2016 saw well over 30 entries from around Australia, and the Saturday morning map reading tutorial and competition briefing was their first official task. Experience levels amongst the group vary widely, and our early morning briefing lays down everything the competitors will need, from basic outback station etiquette to driving and safety tips.
out there. We've got to keep this property 15 minutes clean. This morning we've got 7 stages.
With many of the participants, the weekend stages will be their first experience at driving on soft, dry sand, so a few pointers never go astray.
We're not going to tell you.
The ARB Eldee Easter Event is all about fun, learning and participating, and as such many of the activities directly involve the kids both big and small. There's a bag full of gifts before the serious stuff starts, and a gentle convoy leads all of the participants to the Saturday morning stages dotted along the dry Eldee House creek bed. With formalities for the day done, it's time to get the action underway. Viewers, our job is to inspire you to get out to the beautiful destinations that we visit. And to help you do that, we've put together some fantastic specials. Jump onto the YOUR4X4 website, click on the specials tab and see all of the great deals that will help you get the same products that we use on your own four-wheel drive and get out here and explore in comfort and safety.
ARB, Australia's largest manufacturer and distributor of 4x4 accessories, has everything you need for your next off-road adventure. From bull bars and suspension to recovery gear and lights, we've got four-wheel drives of all shapes and sizes covered. Whether you're heading off to bitumen for a weekend getaway or preparing for that epic round Australia trip, enjoy a safer, more comfortable journey with ARB. To order a copy of our free catalogue, visit our website or give us a call.
Sometimes the front runners lead from behind, and when it comes to protecting your rear, Kmart are world leaders in rear end protection and tow bar combinations. The just released Prado 150 is no exception, with a bar that is designed to follow the car's lines and work with your sensors and factory camera. For the best in rear end protection, trust Kmart. It's a statement, not just an accessory, but the toughest of 4x4 trips. For more info, go to kmart.com.au.
Got a tough 4x4 tourer and enjoy hitting the tracks? Odds are you'll need some serious underguard protection and a heavy-duty long-range tank. Brown Davis Automotive offer aluminised steel underguard protection plates and long-range tanks for most popular makes and models. They're designed and developed right here in Australia and have been tested to the extreme right across this great country. Remember Brown Davis Automotive. It's a trusted and family-owned Aussie business and proud manufacturers of high-end tanks, underguards and more.
Got a ute? Need more space? Need it to be safe and secure? And of course stylish? Then look no further than Carry Boy. Designed with the true lines of your vehicle in mind and the ultimate in functionality, a Carry Boy canopy will transform the look and performance of your utility. For more information on why Carry Boy are the world leaders in canopy design, durability and practicality, visit carryboy.com.au.
This week's first entry is this angry looking Hilux, shown here on a day trip to the bush. Next is this good looking Grand Cherokee, on a recent family trip to the Flinders Ranges. And another Hilux, decked out for camping trips. This photo was taken in the Wombat State Forest. This GU Patrol is having a bit of a flex at Delina Gorge in Western Australia. And our last entry is this Navara, a great action shot in the Wadigans National Park.
If you've just seen your photo and you're the first to email Danny at your4x4.com.au, then you've won yourself a Kmart centre pull recovery hitch and stubby holder, a Lightforce tack torch and stubby holder, and a $100 gift voucher from ARB. All entries go into the draw for a Carry Boy slider tray, a DP chip plug and go pedal chip, and a Brown Davis long range fuel tank. For more information, visit your4x4.com.au.
Hello, this is Ben with Light Force, and this is the Blind Man's Run. This trail puts navigator against driver with a blinded driver and a navigator that has to give directions on how to do the course. They have to go through it without hitting any of the lines and without knocking over any of the uprights. We didn't have any divorces, we didn't have any yelling, but we had a lot of good time.
Yeah, Eldee Stage 2, the backward and forth. On the track, they've got to drive in forwards to the first control, then reverse up to the second control, then forwards into the third, backwards for about 50 metres around the corner, then stop, then come forward for another 50 metres into the gate, then backwards into another gate, forwards up to the last gate, and reverse out through the thing and stop the other side of the gate. So you got to know how to reverse a car pretty well, that's all.
Now the whole idea of this stage is they have to lay 2 treads down, drive through a gate which they have to open, which is a snatch strap and a D-shackle, do a complete 360, drive back out, close that gate, lay down 2 more treads, get back in the car, seat belts on. The guys have had an absolutely fantastic time. We've had some blistering times and we can't wait to see the rest of the action.
So at the Old Man Emu Sticky Beak course, basically they've got to run around a fairly tight track. There's 4 secret questions out there, not really hidden, but a little bit of tight spots. Not allowed to get out of the vehicle, they've got to find the questions. People in the car have got to remember them or write them down, use their head and get through the course in the quickest time possible. As long as they haven't knocked anything over and basically damaged their vehicle to pieces, they get to the other end, it'll be nearly based on the quickest time. So I've had a bunch through here already. They've all done very good times. It'll be interesting to see what happens to the rest of the day.
Hi, I'm Matt from ARB, and this particular stage is called the ARB Mini Dakar Run. It's a speed event and some pretty tricky technical sections of driving, but it's all about driver skill. We've seen some very highly modified vehicles do these stages and not record particularly good times, but we've actually just had the 2 fastest cars through of the day. They were fairly stock vehicles, but really nicely driven. Having a cracking day down here today, just a lot of fun, a bit of adrenaline pumping and an all-round good time here at the Easter event.
This is the ARB air locker box and gate stage. There's 3 gates. Everyone's got to drive or back into and a loop round at the end. They get points taken off for not being in the box or breaking the bunting. The idea of it is just to get through it as fast as you can without getting any penalties. Everyone's had a different idea so far. Don't know, everyone's had different times. I can't really tell which is the best way to do it.
What a good second half of the day it's been on the DP Chip Scrub Run. Pretty easy to get round, but pretty hard to find chippies. We've had some really wild guesses today, probably double some people and triple nearly, but in the end, the accurate ones are the ones who are going to win.
Here we are at the Travel Buddies Stage 10 Tool Packer Challenge. The guys have got to take all the tools out and then repack them back into the toolkit. Some of them will get them right, they'll mix them up a little bit, but it's been a great event and we've had an absolute ball here this afternoon while they're all also lining up for all the other stages of the afternoon.
Today I'm lucky enough to run Stage 9, which is Manel Motors Stump Up. It's a bit of fun for the family. It's a case of navigating the car, both right and left, putting the front wheels up on a stump, reversing off and then flying through the finish gate. So we've had some pretty respectable times and it's been really encouraging to see families have a crack at this and better their times each year.
I'm Jonathan and we're here today at the Eldee Easter weekend introducing the Gearbox Challenge, which is sponsored by ARB Broken Hill. What they've actually got to do today is remove the high and low range gear and also the selector for the gearbox and replace it in a set amount of time as well. The fastest time at the moment for the day is 1 minute and 12 seconds, which is quite achievable to even go faster.
Hey, mate.
Once you get back around, up on these darker...
The final stage of the Saturday morning fun saw competitors taking a short run through the bunted sandy areas into a parking lot where they alighted the vehicle and were requested to run a short distance across the sand, around a marker and back to their vehicles. But a bonus 20 points were on offer for those who held hands and skipped as they did it. Once back in the vehicles, a tight and twisty run saw competitors completing the course and back at the start-finish box, catching their breaths and containing the laughter.
Here we are at the afternoon events and we've got the Outback Navigation Challenge. It's a real fun family event where the competitors are given a list of clues. They have to drive across the station and find a series of checkpoints, answer some questions, and we've got a time frame of 2 hours to actually return back to the checkpoint. The good thing about this course too, you get to drive around the Outback, have a look at the station, go to various different parts of the property and really have some fun along the way. Great day here for it, weather's beautiful, not too hot, and looking forward to a great afternoon.
Warning, beware of imitation lights. Only Lightforce Performance Lighting guarantees Australian made, no leaking or melting, quality output and 3-year warranty. Unlike their imitators, Lightforce lights feature peerless construction, leak-proof seals, impact-proof lenses and filters, vibration and fracture-resistant mounts and housing, and stainless steel fittings, outshining and outlasting their impersonators in every way. Often imitated, never replicated. Visit lightforce.com for the full range of authentic Lightforce lights.
Do you want better performance from your modern diesel 4x4? Then a DP chip is your answer for safe, reliable and enduring power gains. Backed by Australia's premier diesel workshop, a DP chip offers increased power and torque output, better drivability and can even improve economy. With 24/7 customer support, a 60-day money-back guarantee, a 6-year warranty, plus a matched new vehicle engine and driveline warranty, there is no other choice for safe, reliable and enduring diesel performance gains. Check dpchip.com for full details. If you drive a four-wheel drive with or without a dual battery kit, then it's time to upgrade. Modern vehicles and modern battery technologies require smart electronics, and the Piranha Off-Road Products DBE 140 dual battery controller has all the smart grunt you will need packed into an affordable and tiny package. Priced at just $170, the Piranha DBE 140 is the smart choice in dual battery management. For more information on how you can stay charged, visit piranhaoffroad.com.au.
HEMA Maps have been exploring Australia for over 30 years to craft the most accurate maps possible for getting off the beaten track. Always looking to take the road less travelled, HEMA Maps uses a unique hands-on process to map Australia and constantly update their range of innovative navigation products. With the most reliable maps, GPS navigation systems and mobile apps, HEMA Maps empowers four-wheel drive touring and camping adventures like never before. HEMA Maps, prepared to explore.
Our question for the experts this week comes from Mick Joyce, and Mick has written in, I have a 150 series Prado and tow a camper. Fully loaded, the Prado droops in the back end. Would I be better off changing my springs or putting in airbag suspension? Well, Mick, that's a great question. Let's check in with the experts at ARB for the answer.
A saggy rear end provides us with a good opportunity to consider the whole vehicle setup, the towing, the camping setup in its entirety really, and the way the whole car's loaded when you're going away for a trip. I think purely considering a coil spring or an airbag is a bit of a band-aid solution, and when you're preparing and packing up to go camping, it's like putting the eggs in but forgetting to take the frying pan altogether. So, you know, the extra weight that you're taking encompasses both the camper but also the way the vehicle's set up in terms of fixed accessories like drawers and fuel tanks and things that people don't consider, but then it's also the extra weight and all the gear you take away to cook and survive and camp and live comfortably, I suppose. So you want to consider how the car's set up for everyday use, and if it's got permanent accessories like drawers and things mounted, then maybe it's a constant 200 kilo spring and a damper that is really going to work well with that spring and control the extra mass you've got there. If it's not extra accessories is just a camper, then maybe 200 kilo spring's still a good thing depending on the ball load you've got there. So it's a matter of understanding what you've got on the vehicle and how it's always set up, and then how it's set up for camping, and getting that compromise between the both with a spring and damper combination to really look after it. There's no doubt the airbag has a place in the market, and if you totally empty one day to then dropping a camper on and spending a lot of time trundling up the highway with not too much, just you and the missus in the car, then it could probably do the job. But where our customers use camper trailers off-road and carry a lot more gear to be self-sufficient over longer periods of time, a real full integrated suspension system is the way to go, with a full package and dampers that are well considered to really control that load and the spring and everything that's going on within the vehicle, both in the front and the rear. By considering a full integrated system rather than just sort of, I suppose, treating the symptom with a coil spring or an airbag, a full integrated system is going to include a spring to look after the load, but then also a damper that controls the motion of that load once it hits a bump or an obstacle. Purely looking at the spring, even if it being an air spring or a coil spring, you've still got to control that motion. So once it starts going, if the damper's not doing the business, you're quickly going to wear out that damper and overheat it, because it's basically going up and stroking more often than it should be than a correctly tuned damper to suit that spring and that load scenario.
For asking that question, you've won yourself a Piranha carry bag and beanie, a DP chip hamper featuring a keyring, pen, cap, plush toy and stubby holder, and a Brown Davis tub seal repair kit. All Ask an Expert entries go into the draw for an ARB twin motor compressor, a set of Lightforce Genesis driving lamps, a Travel Buddy oven and a Piranha tilt fridge slide combo. For more information, visit your4x4.com.au.
Well, here we are at stage 14, the sheepyard shenanigans. This year, we've mixed it up a little bit. Driver and co-driver had to start outside of the car this year and up against the gate. The whole idea of making them run this year is to even out the field a little bit more. Some people are pretty quick in their cars, but not so quick on their feet. Now this is all timed, of course, and they're racing another car in this next paddock beside them. 2 people run back to the car as the driver and navigator get back in, seatbelts on, up to the gate and open and close the gates. Similar as we've done in the years past, but the other twist to it is at the end. The navigator has to run back to the car, get in, seatbelts on, and then they both decamp out of the vehicle and back to the fence, and that's where we stop the stopwatch. Here we are at stage 15, the all-terrain challenge, and the final stage of the day. This is where we get all the teams together in the gully down here, and they start to race and push the clock once again. Now the beauty about this stage is the fact is it's long, it's a little bit muddy, a little bit rocky, but they also have to take their time. Just because you're the fastest doesn't necessarily mean you're going to win this stage, because damage is always prevalent when there's rocks around. This year though, there's not a lot of water here. Out here at Eldee at the moment, we're in drought. So this year, It's a little bit stinkier, a little bit muddier, and a little bit faster. The guys compete from the clock, do a complete challenge around the course, through the rocks, up against the rocks, back down through the gully and in through the mud, and then finish when the stopwatch stops once the vehicle is completely stopped outside the gate. The beauty about this event is it's a spectators event. All the other cars sit up on the side, all the people line the end of the gully and watch everyone have a great time and compete against each other. Being the last event of the day, everyone's also excited because not long after that, 2 or 3 hours, it's time for the prizes. So let's get into it, stage 15.
Third place, car number 5, Ian Berry and Hayden Letts.
Well, we've just finished up the 2016 Eldee ARB Easter Event. Naomi, it was a fantastic event, 32 cars, 32 starters, and it was absolutely awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's been a great weekend, hasn't it? Everyone's enjoyed themselves.
In second place, 3,628 points, team number 4, Cody.
I think everyone that's come here this weekend has had an absolute ball. It's been a great number of cars and it's been a good time.
Yeah, everyone said that they've enjoyed themselves. The prizes have been great. All the sponsors that have contributed to the weekend, we couldn't do without those people as well. And it takes a massive village, doesn't it, to get this event going.
Stephen and Naomi do a fantastic job and it's an awesome event to come to. ARB Eldee Easter Event winners of 2016, James and Amelia, car 23. Guys, this is, hang on, 2016, 2015, 2014. How have you been doing? And the Pajero, I mean, it's not like you come here with the most highly modified car.
It's just be consistent over the weekend and have fun.
James and Amelia, our 2016 ARB Eldee Easter Event winners.